ain't from the hood. I'm late, but I'm on time.
Niggas always claim to set blood ain't from the hood.
I'm late, but I'm on time.
You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Oh, I live in the hood, ass nigga. Never got put on, always claiming the hood though. Oh, you fucking with the homegirl, but don't come to the hood with none of your damn homeboys. They don't get a pass. Had the little homies press they ass for your tattoos. Had your mama waking up to some bad news. The plug saying groove, I'm a dime. I was long in the race, skinny nigga with the braid. Took a 2-man fade, I'm really from the hood. I took a fucking break to get my money right, but I was banging on the plane in the meeting with Jermaine. They like,
Black
where
you bang?
They forgot where
I came from.
I was gang banging when it wasn't fun. Homie doing life right now, cause we don't play with guns.
Time? Oh shit, hold on.
Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. So, you ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
I'm late, but I'm on time.
Niggas always claim to set blood ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. And that goes for these hoes too. Start fucking on niggas and throwing these niggas hood up. Ha, little dot dot. Heard you gave a homie head in the trap spot. Got a throwaway in the stash spot. Boy, you not real, like a Sasquatch. Boy, I'm so high, I'm seeing astronauts. Boy, I ball hard, I need a mascot. Oh, it, and Swahili, I'm a Damu. My little cousin making Paru. My nigga Uzi, he from Fire Deuce. Pad blows, I be hanging with some real whoops. Gang signs out the window when we drive coops.
What up, Tom?
With some crips like it's 92. Banging on tracks, banging on tracks. Back in my days, it was banging on. You ain't from the hood. Nah, you ain't get put on, you ain't from the hood. So, you ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood. Niggas always claim to set blood ain't from the hood. Hell nah. You ain't never got put on, you ain't from the hood.
Fuck Chris Brown, nigga. Pull up in the hood right now, nigga. Catch a fade, nigga. Fuck, nigga.
What's up with you, chat? Now, this is a good Christian show right here, a good Catholic show that I'm going to do right here. And I just talked to the Lord, right? And the Lord said if you send a nigga a donation on this show, he going to bless you a little bit more next time you ask for your blessings, because this show is a very deep show and it has to deal with the Lord and the church. So he said if you send me a donation, you know, you will be blessed, a extra blessing. Shout out to Jerry Chandler for the blessing. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Chandler, I'm going to send my blessings and God going to bless you extra today, right? Also, shout out to Tom. Tom always getting blessed. Tom going to get extra blessed, and Beth Roberts always going to get blessed, right? But this is a very deep show right here. Very deep, because Joe Biden and the Democrats is dividing the church. They are separating the church, right? They are making the church do some tricks, right? They're making the church do some things, right? Now, it's not just abortion now, and it's not just black people. I went all around the world, all around the YouTube thing, and there's so many Catholic preachers and so many Catholic judges. I mean, I said Catholic judges. So many black Catholics and all that old shit. They all starting to stand out about Joe Biden. Now, if you catch this show on the repeat, you're gonna be mad that you didn't stay up and watch this show, because this show is hilarious. And it's not me that's being funny. It's the damn Catholic preachers that's funny as hell. They keeping it real and they keeping it 100, and they letting you know about Joe Biden. And black people, just in case you know, I got a black preacher up in here that held a what you call that shit? A sermon about Joe Biden. He congregated to his church like, hey, Joe Biden is a messed up individual and he messed up our country. And you would never think you hear this from a black man at a black church. So we finna get into, somebody finna get blessed today. Who was that? Nudge, you finna get blessed, right? The Lord is gonna bless you with some extra blessings tonight, Nudge. You're gonna love this video, Nudge, right here. That God and our God and the only God is gonna bless you. Let's get into this, why Democrats are demanding. We finna get into abortion. We finna get into communion. We finna get into taking God out of communion. We got a lot of shit to cover. Let me get into it. Oh, hold on. Let me unpause it first. let me unpause it before I get into it, because we got a lot of shit to cover on this page, right? And I just start this video up in like the reason why it took me so long, because I just thought this video up at about 5 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock right now, so I have to find these videos, I have to edit these videos, and I have to put all these videos in place in less than 5 hours. That was hard. So I got this, I came up with this brainstorm in less than 5 hours. To the average motherfucker, it would have took him a week. I'm just letting you know, I'm good like that. 5 hours for me, a week for them. You hear that, Nuts? You hear that, Tom? Is Tom still on here? Tom? Where the hell Tom at? What's up, Blazer? Tom, where the hell you at? I saw you on here peeking. Yeah, Tom, did you sleep, Tom? Anyway, let's get into it.
Elected a Catholic president, and he is Catholic, he's baptized, he is a member of the family. We've just elected a Catholic president who is diametrically opposed to all of the basic moral principles that are proclaimed by the Roman Catholic Church.
And a true Catholic, including having sex or trying to molest little kids, you know your boy is good at that. The Catholics are mad. You are fucking up the whole Catholic Church. Now, this black man right here, he finna get a black church some game, right? But the black people don't get mad. He like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck. Get mad at me. I'm telling you the truth, brother. I'm telling you the truth, sister. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at the Democrats.
Our nation is gone mad. Yeah. I hope y'all like y'all's president, because in a year's time.
You heard him say y'all's president. He didn't say my president. He said, I hope y'all likes y'all president. Because y'all president fucked up the country. That's what I say. Hope y'all like y'all president, huh? Everybody's saying y'all president now. Ain't nobody saying my president no more. Y'all president.
He screwed the whole nation up. You ain't got it. I told you, I don't care how many blind eyes open if I say something like that. Wasn't my blind eye, I'm out of here. He must be a Republican.
I'm to the place right now, if you vote Democrat, I don't even want you around this church. You can get out.
It's getting so bad they kicking Democrats out of church. Huh? The Lord don't even want Democrats in church no more. Huh? Because the Democratic Party is damn near related to the Antichrist Party. They're all connected to the damn satanic devil worshiping party, right? So they don't even want the Democrats in church no more. They don't want your beliefs. They don't want your donations. They don't want to give you communion. The Democrats not even allowed in church no more.
It took that man 1 year to screw the whole country up. A year. Don't be looking at me like, no, our nation's gone backwards. A year ago, you were paying $2 a gallon for gas. Yeah, let's take it where you can relate.
You hear the black people in the back? Preach, brother, preach. They know he ain't lying. You can get mad all you want to. He telling you like it is, sisters and brothers, huh? In 1 year, Joe Biden fucked up this whole country. That should have been damn near impossible, as good as this country has been throughout the history of this country. It should be impossible. I'm not sure somebody from another country can do that shit on purpose. Huh? In 1 year, we went from one of the greatest countries in the world to damn near we finna go to a third world country in less than a fucking year.
And you're paying almost $4 now because of his decisions. Yeah, it's his decisions. 2 million people have crossed our borders from Mexico.
From Mexico. Who was that sent me a donation? From Mexico. You hear that? Who was that? Judy? I was going to call you Judy. Thank you for the donations, Judy. But this, Judy, as you see, and as you can hear, he not finna leave no hoes bar, Judy. He finna talk about immigrants. He gonna talk about the COVID. He gonna talk about niggas. He gonna be talking about everybody. Jesus, demons. He gonna be talking about everybody, including the Democratic Party. And don't give a fuck if you get mad. Huh? Judy, people are leaving the Democratic Party, including black people, Judy. This preacher finna put him on blast. Like he already doing.
Now he getting political. No, kingdom. I'm kingdom.
And Judy, in case you ain't went to a black church, that mean he the truth. That mean he related to God, Judy. I'm kingdom. He will let these black people have in this church, and there need to be more black pastors out here that's like this, that's giving the truth to the church instead of stealing from the church and getting money from these churches and getting money from these Democrats and these politicians to hush up the church and give them the wrong message. Have all these politicians coming to the church and preaching and all this old shit, and then when election time over, they gone. And black people go for that shit every fucking year. I'm glad there's some black people starting to wake up in their churches.
Screwed it up.
Yep.
You got, and these people coming in they don't get COVID tests, and they aren't forced to get vaccinated. And they put on airplanes. Read your paper. No, they ain't gonna put this in your paper.
He must have been watching Fox, huh? They not gonna put. He's talking. It's not our talking points. These are true talking points, huh? Somebody may see this, a liberal may see this like, oh, he's a Republican, he's a Trump supporter, he's this. No, he's fed up. He cannot go to his church and lie. That's against his religion. Something the Democrats don't give a fuck about doing. But he cannot go in front of his people and lie. That's against his religion. That's against his God. That's against his belief. That's against his faith. But the Democrats can.
They don't report this. But they are flying people who cross the border illegally. Your government is flying them to cities across the United States and putting them up in hotels and paying for them with your money.
A lot of black people at the church didn't even know that because they don't put that on Facebook. They don't put that on Instagram. They don't put that on the local news. They don't put that on CNN. They don't put that on MSNBC, the news they watch. They ain't knowing about the border. They ain't knowing about where they taxpayer money going.
Come on.
Preach, brother.
Only took a year to screw the country up. Just took a year.
Mercy.
They hate this nation.
Just took a year. Yeah, he must be a Trump supporter. No, I believe. Yep.
I believe in God. You must be a Trump supporter. No, I don't have to be. See, that's what people fail to realize. You don't have to be a Trump supporter to love America. You don't have to be a Trump supporter to speak the truth. You don't have to be a Trump supporter to be heterosexual. You don't have to be a Trump supporter, right? To love God, right? It's people that's Democrat love God. You don't have to be a Trump supporter that want to know what's going on with your kids. These are all human beings, Republicans, Democrats, all that care about their kids, love God. Huh? Preach on to them, brother. Preach on to them, brother.
Number 2. Joe Biden opposes the church's teaching on the sanctity of marriage.
Not only abortion and the sanctity of human life, but the sanctity of marriage and this gender silliness.
While he was vice president, he publicly endorsed same-sex marriage in 2012, 3 years before the Supreme Court ruling.
That's a damn shame when the church is coming out of. I ain't never heard no churches come at Barack Obama. I ain't never heard no churches come at Bill Clinton. I heard churches come at Donald Trump, but that was black churches on some racist shit, you know what I'm saying? Was only going with the politicians was telling them. But I didn't see no white churches. Joe Biden got white and black churches. Joe Biden got his own people, the Catholic people talking about him. His own Catholic people, the highest of the high, talking about him in church, holding sermons about how he's not really a Catholic and he's preaching against the teachings of God.
In a year's time, men who say they women are competing on the college level in women's sports.
And in 2016, while still the vice president, he officiated over the wedding ceremony of 2 men.
Ooh, who was that? Bobby Mayo? Good looking out, Bobby Mayo. I always see Bobby Mayo name popping up in the chat. What's up with it, Bobby Mayo? Call you? I got you, Bobby Mayo. Probably in the mall, because it's going to be about 1 o'clock when I get off of here. Probably in the mall. But I got you, Bobby Mayo. Hit me up later tomorrow.
How in the world did that happen? A Catholic. I'll tell you, if he wasn't Catholic, I probably wouldn't be so upset.
Posting a photo of the ceremony on Twitter with the caption, quote, "Proud to marry Brian and Joe at my house. Couldn't be happier. 2 longtime White House staffers, 2 great guys."
They met in the White House. The homosexuals met inside the White House. They was breeding. Remember, they must have met on Rainbow Day and came out when they painted the White House a rainbow color. Remember Barack Obama painted the White House rainbow? He ain't never painted with no BLM, no Black Lives, or with the African sign or the fist or no shit like that. He gonna paint the White House gay. Ain't that a bitch? Huh? He didn't make no man gesture on the White House. You should have put a giant pussy on there. Huh? Or a giant dick. Gonna paint the White House a rainbow color. We want to be LGBT friendly, huh? The gay people, the homosexuals met at the White House. The White House was having it cracking. Little kids, gay people having orgies in that. The White House is cracking. People getting head up in there. The White House is cracking when the Democrats up in there, huh? It's cracking.
End quote.
And depriving women who have been working all their lives to be the best woman in their sport, the ability to be that, because this man won't be a girl now.
Huh? And Joe Biden said you can be a girl now. If you're 8 years old and you're a boy, you can be a girl now. And if your parents don't agree, we can go in your house and take you away from him because you're messing with his medical treatment. Huh? It's a medical emergency and he could die. That's what the Democrats say. Huh? Since Joe Biden in, all this should happen. Preach to them, black man, because they need to hear this and they need to go spread it to their community and need to go spread it to their kids and need to go spread it to the motherfuckers, the voters that vote in their community. Huh? They need to hear this.
A year. 1 year. I got here by introducing the fact that the world is Satan has released a spirit of deception.
Huh? And who is that deception? Huh? Satan has released a spirit. And that spirit is called the Democratic Party. Satan is in that party. This whole video, everybody's saying Satan is in that party.
You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. I don't care how mad that makes you. You get pissed off as you want to. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. They are God-denying demons.
Huh? You cannot be a Christian or a Catholic and vote Democrat in this country. Huh? If you vote Democrat, you're voting against God. So you better take it for what it's worth. God is sending a message through these preachers and through these Catholic priests, huh? Through these pastors. If you vote Democrat, you're going to hell. I'm just letting you know. Pass the word. If you go vote Democrat in 2022 or 2024, you're going straight to hell. Have your bed ready. You're going straight to hell. The preacher said it.
He has released it. Black folks don't like me talking about this. They can't stand it when I talk about it. It was all I could do when the congressman came here. Now, I told somebody to tell that man. Now, I'm going to let you speak, but don't you get up here talking about politics.
And get up here and lying. Don't get up here talking about politics and don't get up here lying. Huh? Because that's what politicians do when they come to church. They lie. Don't come up here lying and talking that bullshit.
You can get out, you baby butchering election thief.
Okay. And I'm going to make sure that the Voting Rights Act is passed. It was all I could do.
You can get out, you demon.
And the Holy Spirit checked me because I was coming up. I was gonna straighten that dude out. That's because you ain't telling folks the truth.
The politician, and you know that was a Democrat, huh? The Democrat go to church and lie. You going straight to hell if you vote Democrat. They went into the house of the Lord and lied. The Democrats go to the house. Joe Biden went to the house of Lord and lied, talking about civil rights. Barack Obama went to the house of Lord and lied about Obamacare. They went to the house of the Lord and lied. You know they ain't shit.
This government has people believing that people are deprived of the opportunity to vote.
Huh? Black people let you know that's a damn lie. Black people like, you can't speak for us. We not, YouTube, I hope YouTube didn't hear that. But you not depriving us. More people vote, more black people at a percentage vote in Georgia and a lot of other different states than white people. At a percentage, not more, but at a percentage. Huh? Got up in this man's church and lied that he knew it. He wanted to say something, but God said, calm down. Don't say nothing right now. You have your time to say something. Don't say nothing right now. Let this nigga talk.
Because they're saying these red states is trying to keep our people from voting. Hogwash.
Hogwash, Bobby
You
Mayo.
should have identification to vote. You shouldn't just be able to vote without being identified as a citizen and a resident of the area that you live in. It's wrong.
It's wrong. But the Democrats say it's right. Black people know that. They talking all, if you ask the average black person about an ID, right? They're going to tell you, I got an ID. If you ask the average black person, can they vote? Do they know how to vote? They're going to tell you, hell yeah, they know how to vote. The Democrats lie in your fucking face. They the devil. And the church is telling you they're the devil.
We're going to get that voting right. We're going to forcefully advance. I'm just sitting in my chair. Tell people the truth. They ain't giving people opportunity to vote. You look at the states who pass these laws that are considered racist. They have more polling sites, longer voting hours.
He telling you the truth, right? While the Democrats lie to the black people, they take away our voting rights. And Republicans like, and this black dude like, look at the red states. They got more voting rights, longer hours, more police, all that. You hollering about these red states. The red states is living cool. It's the blue states that are fucked up.
Get quiet on me. It's okay. You shall know the and the shall set you free. Because see, if we don't require people to have valid identification, anybody can vote. And if we give them some money,
talking about black people, if we give black people some money, if we give them free money, he's speaking the truth. Niggas gonna walk out his church. Niggas ain't coming back next Sunday. You spitting the real? Huh? Niggas gonna walk out the church.
If we keep giving out free money, ain't no way them people gonna want us out of office.
RJ, man, huh? Ain't no way them people, black people, what RJ man say? RJ man say, I missed a few videos, black, I gotta catch up. What up with the t-shirt? Don't worry about nothing. They coming, RJ man. I gotta get that pattern ready. I'm doing my birthday. It's my birthday week coming up. I'm finna celebrate all weekend. Turn up, RJ. It's my birthday. But you see how he say, give black people some money and they gonna vote. And it's the truth. It's the truth. That's why the Democrats always talking about that spending, making more people pay more, making the rich people pay more, spending. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. In California, they got reparations going on right now. They getting people DNA and testing and all those shit, and they running background checks, and they start giving people reparations. Huh? It's getting serious with this racism shit. It's getting serious with this equity shit. Huh? They finna start giving out free money.
I'm for truth. I ain't for nonsense. I ain't a brainwashed Negro.
Like all these Negroes out here. I'm not a brainwashed Negro. If you're a Trump supporter, they call you a sellout because they brainwashed and they programmed to call you that. If you're a Trump supporter and you're white, they call you a racist because they programmed to say that, right? They program. That's brainwashed. When somebody tell you to do something without any proof, right, and make you believe something without any evidence, that's brainwashing. The Democrats are good at that. They've been doing it for years. I was brainwashed, so I know. I can tell you by experience. I'm not telling you something I'm guessing. I'm telling you something I know. I preach the same thing. I was brainwashed the same way. But I knew something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. It didn't feel right. And I understood why. Because when you start believing in God more, you start loving people more, you start to change, you start to open up. You start to meet new people. You start to understand life more. You start to understand people more. And then you start living happy. You start living less stress-free because you're not worried about somebody being racist. You're not worried about somebody out to get you. You're not worried about somebody is trying to oppress you, right? Because you're free and you have knowledge now. You're not brainwashed. So when he say I'm not a brainwashed Negro, he's telling the truth. I'm not brainwashed. I'm telling the truth. If you against the truth, then you're brainwashed.
God gave me a brain.
And God gave me an ugly ass baby mama. Well, I didn't use my brain. If I would have used my brain, I wouldn't have never fed the monkey in the zoo. God gave you a brain. He gave me an ugly ass baby mama. God sure do have a sense of humor, don't he?
And I'm not a sheep. None of the celebrities had on masks. The governor of California almost a year ago, that dude was out during real tough times of COVID. He was out at a fancy restaurant with all his buddies, didn't have on a mask. But you better wear one because we think for you.
Huh? Did you hear that? We think for you. The Democratic parties think for you. You better do this and you better do that because we know what's best for you. They've been saying that to niggas since the 60s. We know what's best for you. We finna give you this welfare. We know what's best for you. We finna give you this free Section 8. We know what's best for you. You don't need to work. Huh? We know what's best for you. We finna give you this free Medicare. We finna give you this free money. Vote for us. Because we know what's best for you. Take this, take that. Because we know what's best for you. You don't. You don't even know what's best for your own body. We do.
We think for you. You ain't smart enough to think for yourself. Well, they won't get as sick. Well, I didn't either.
You don't have to cut that part out. He said, look, he go long on the thing, but I had to cut parts out because YouTube would have heard this on my channel and they would have flagged some shit, right? So I cut something out. But he was talking about when somebody had died and they like, hold on, I was double Trump juiced up. You know what I'm saying? Or when somebody got it and like, well, I didn't die. He like, well, shit, I didn't either. You know what I'm saying? That makes two of us. You feel me? But he was on it.
Oh, they walking out on me now. That's good. I must be doing good. Okay. I really don't. I really don't.
Black people walking out on him at church because he's spitting the real. They don't want to hear the real, right? They offensive, right? Some people will put politics over religion and will walk out on you, right? Church people, they so trumped up and so Trump hatred, they will walk out on you. I don't know if they're doing now, but back in last year when Trump was in office, you talk some Trump shit, they will walk out on you. They will turn their back on you. They would talk to you like you a devil.
I don't. What's that got to do with delusion and deception? Because y'all still think they're right.
Right.
You still think that what the smart folks say is right.
Because Joe Biden masquerades as a Catholic, I'm going to use his name.
Then.
Because Joe Biden masquerade as a Catholic, right? When you masquerade, that means you really ain't a Catholic, right? Yeah, I mean you really ain't what you say you is. You fronting, right? So he said Joe Biden masquerades, right, as a Catholic. These are Catholic priests telling you about the Democratic Party. The priests and the church have never came out against a party ever. Huh? They coming out against a party, not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. This is this material I got in less than 5 hours. I'm pretty sure I could have found a whole lot more of Catholic priests and pastors speaking out against the Democratic Party and Joe fucking Biden. He's dividing the church. Whenever you got the church up in there talking about politics and getting people mad and emotional and people getting and choosing over this abortion shit, right? And people choosing sides and the Catholic Church is divided and Joe Biden is at the top. He's the main person who can be a spokesman for this and bring the church together. He's dividing the church. He's going straight to hell.
The 5 things that every Catholic needs to know about Catholic Joe Biden.
Joe Biden embraces teachings that are absolutely and fundamentally opposed to the priorities of our church to protect life.
Huh? He's opposed to everything teaches of our church to protect life. These are Catholic pastors.
Number 1, Joe Biden is unabashedly pro-abortion. This fact is clear from his long voting record.
To protect the sanctity and the holiness of marriage.
His public pronouncements, his allegiance to and support of groups like Planned Parenthood and NARAL, and from his party's platform not only in this election year, but in their platform going back decades.
And they platform. They have never came out. I'm pretty sure the Catholic Church been wanting to get this off their chest. The Democratic Party has been going against God's teachings for years, decades. If you vote Democrat this year, you're going to hell. The Catholic Church is saying it.
He is, in some respects, an embarrassment to Catholicism.
Joe Biden.
He's an embarrassment to Catholicism, right? Look, they talk to God a little bit more than the average person, right? So if God told them you going to hell if you vote for Joe Biden, you going to hell if you vote for Joe Biden. Don't take my word for it. Take their word for it. Or better yet, pray yourself and ask God your damn self, is you going to hell if you vote Democrat? He probably will say yes. I'm pretty sure he will say yes. Ask him. After this video, get on your knees and say, God, well, I go to hell for voting Democrat. Right? And he probably say, hell yeah. Like, God, I didn't know you said nothing like that. God will be like, I talk like you talk. I talk in your language. I say, hell yeah, you going down there. Vote for him if you want to. You better vote Republican up and down the damn list. Huh? Look at what all the people. They don't even give the Democrats communion in church.
Once criticized Roe v. Wade. Then later, he supported it.
He and they support abortion for any reason or for no reason, right up to and even beyond the moment of birth.
I have the most progressive record of anybody running.
But that wasn't always his story. Flashback to 1974, a year after Roe v. Wade. He told the Washingtonian magazine, I don't like the Supreme Court decision on abortion. I think it went too far.
Look.
Now he don't. He think it went too far now. He think it went too far now again. He thought it went too far when they banned it, and he think it went too far when they unbanned it. Huh? Joe Biden is a fucking traitor. I don't think a woman have the right to choose what her body does. Now, a man can be a woman. This nigga has switched all the way, his beliefs all the way to the left. Huh? He was in the center. Thought, I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in gay marriage. Now he believe in all that shit. Is that really Joe Biden beliefs? Or that's part of the Democratic demonic plan, you know what I'm saying, of world domination? They doing this shit. Look how much, look, like the black preachers say, in 1 year, look all this shit that happened, right? Not just in the world, not just in the country, not just with gas, but inside the church. Joe Biden is dividing the church.
The idea that it concerns me a great deal that we're going to, after 50 years, decide a woman does not have a right to choose.
I don't think that a woman has the sole right to say what should happen to her body.
Huh? Back then you said a woman shouldn't have the right to choose, right? You don't change. I don't think the woman has a right, the sole right, to say what should happen to her body. Huh? That was Joe Biden when he was a conservative Democrat, when he really believed in Catholicism and the church and God and stuff like that, right? But he changed his views. Now a woman can do any fucking thing they want with their body. He don't give a damn.
He and they opposed the effort in Congress to pass legislation requiring doctors who perform abortions to provide medical care to babies who survive the abortion, opting rather to let such babies simply die outside the womb.
And that is not nothing God would do. That's not nothing he would approve of. Letting a baby die outside the womb, and you voted for it. You fucking demon, you.
With no care.
Over the years, his abortion record has been mixed. The 1981 Biden amendment mandates U.S. foreign aid cannot be used to pay for research related to abortion.
He and they are pushing for the repeal of the Hyde Amendment, an action which would force all American taxpayers, including you and me, to fund abortions, to pay for them.
And this is National Right to Life scorecard from 1983 to 88.
Joe Biden wants you to pay for his abortion, pay for abortions. Everybody pay for them, right? Huh? Look at Joe Biden voting record, right? X's and O's, right? Question marks and shit, right? Joe Biden got a hell of a voting record on both.
The X's are times Biden voted with the pro-life group. The O's are times he voted against them.
Pro-life, huh? Pro-life, 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 huh? Pro-life, 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 pro-life. Where's the pro-choice at, Joe? Where's the pro-choice at, Joe? Huh? You started, right, you voted pro-life right here in 2019. Right? Question mark, and you didn't vote it right here, right? So pro-choice, 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 and pro-choice. Wow.
Along with their anti-life positions on euthanasia, physician-assisted suicide, embryonic stem cell research, and other issues, the Democratic Party has become the party of death, and Catholic Joe Biden is their standard bearer.
The Democratic Party has become the party of death, abortions, murder, homicide, suicide, drug overdoses, gang violence, you name it, war. The Democratic Party has become the party of death. These are Catholic pastors telling you this, right? I don't give a damn what your teacher telling you at school about transgenderism and all those stuff. This is a Catholic priest telling you the Democratic Party is the party of death. Death and theft. They steal and they kill. Don't take my word for it. Take God's word for it.
He did vote in 1995 and 2003 to ban partial birth abortions. But National Right to Life says Biden never voted with them again.
Or as he said in the first presidential debate, I am the Democratic Party.
In a 2007 debate, he said he strongly supports Roe v. Wade.
I just got a call saying that
Now he don't strongly support Roe v. Wade. Nah? First he did, now he didn't. Joe Biden switched more than the hooker on the stroll. Huh? First he did, now he didn't.
it's been announced that it is a real draft, but it doesn't represent who's going to vote for it yet. I hope there are not enough votes for it.
And on the 2012 VP debate stage, Joe Biden faced Paul Ryan.
I think goes way overboard.
I have a chance in life. Now, you want to ask basically why I'm pro-life? It's not simply because of my Catholic faith. That's a factor, of course. But it's also because of reason and science.
And the idea we're letting the states...
Reason and science. Joe Biden said, fuck that. It's about power and control.
Make those decisions, localities make those decisions, would be a fundamental shift in what we've done. So it goes far beyond, in my view, if it becomes the law and if what is written is what remains. It goes far beyond the concern of whether or not there is the right to choose. And does this mean that in Florida they can decide they're going to pass a law saying that same-sex marriage is not permissible? I think the codification of Roe makes a lot of sense. Look, think what Roe says. Roe says what all basic mainstream religions have historically concluded.
Huh? No, they... Okay, let's see your historic conclusion on religion, Joe Biden. Because remember, you was pro-life at first. When the hell did you become pro-choice?
Now, I believe that life begins at conception. That's why, those are the reasons why I'm pro-life.
People who need help. With regard to abortion, I accept my church's position on abortion as what we call de fide doctrine. Life begins at conception. That's the church's judgment. I accept it in my personal life.
I accept it in my personal life. I believe, he believed birth starts at conception. I mean, life starts at conception. That's Joe Biden's belief. So if that's your belief, then you are okay with killing a child.
That the existence of a human life and being is a question. Is it at the moment of conception? Is it 6 months? Is it 6 weeks?
Now he act like he don't know. When is the moment of conception? Is it 1 month? But when you said your belief and your Catholic belief and your Catholic faith and what you believe in, fuck what the politics of it is, but your belief is life starts at conception. So now you talking about when does it start? When is it starting? A month, 2 months, 3 months? When it start? No, you said it starts at conception, Joe Biden.
Is it quickening, like Aquinas argued?
But I refuse to impose it on equally devout Christians and Muslims and Jews, and I just refuse to impose that on others, unlike my friend here.
I don't see how a person can separate their public life from their private life or from their faith.
I do not believe that that we have a right to tell other people that women, they can't control their body. It's a decision between them and their doctor.
Our faith informs us in everything we do. My faith informs me about how to take care of the vulnerable, about how to make sure that people have a chance in life.
Joe Biden's faith is something different. He's okay with killing and aborting a child because he said life starts at conception. So he's okay with killing a child, and he openly said it.
So the idea that we're going to make a judgment that is going to say that no one can make the judgment to choose to abort a child.
To abort a child, right? Joe Biden said it. Because life starts at conception. So anything after that, Joe Biden, is a child. So you said abort a child.
In my view, in the Supreme Court, I'm not going to interfere with that. My religion...
Joe Biden said he's not going to interfere with the Supreme Court, right? But why is you interfering with the Supreme Court when they reverse the decision? right? If you're not going to interfere with the Superior Court when they held the decision, why are you not going to interfere with the Supreme Court? I mean, why are you going to interfere with the Supreme Court when they reversed it? Huh? Do that make sense? Or you only fuck with the Supreme Court when you need to fuck with the Supreme Court, when it's against your party's wishes and demands and commands and policies, huh? Other than that, you don't fuck with the Supreme Court when it fits your narrative. But now they Roe versus Wade, you want to hold meetings and interviews and talk about the judges and being okay with people and mobs going to their house and doxing them and putting the information out. You with all that. But the old Joe Biden said, I'm not going to get in the business of the Supreme Court. Mine have times changed.
Defines who I am. And I've been a practicing Catholic my whole life. And it has particularly informed my social doctrine. Catholic social doctrine talks about taking care of those who can't take care of themselves.
Ain't that what a little baby can do? Huh? Ain't that what a baby in the womb that you said starts at conception? They can't take care of themselves. But your Catholic faith said you're supposed to protect them, and you haven't. You're going straight to hell. Anybody vote Democrat is going straight to hell.
Angry to the point where I am tempted to say this.
Well, catch up then, RJ, man. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad at you. If you catch, I can catch up my child support. You know what I'm saying? If I keep on doing these shows, RJ, man, huh? I'll have me a great birthday. That's why I got to keep it coming, huh? But the church is mad at Joe Biden, RJ, man.
You are pro-abortion. I am tempted to ask you to leave St. Henry Parish.
House Democrats are here on the steps of the United States Capitol across from the Supreme Court to say to the Supreme Court and to the Senate, hands off women's reproductive health care.
All you bitches going to hell, too. The Lord said all you bitches is going to hell. I hope all y'all share the same region of hell. All you hoes going to hell. Every hoe out here with a damn sign is going to hell. You too, Tokyo. Your ass going to hell. You know what I'm saying? You too, little button-up suit Hillary Clinton. Your ass going to jail. Little Stacey, everyone's going to jail. All you sons of bitches is going to jail. You too, Indian lady. All you sons of bitches is going to jail. I'm in
There's
hell.
another battle that can directly affect the church-going president. The debate centers around whether Roman Catholic politicians who also support abortion rights should be allowed to receive communion.
A San Francisco archbishop is banning Speaker Nancy Pelosi from receiving Holy Communion over her support for abortion.
Because you're going straight to hell, Nancy. The Lord knows it. That's why they ain't giving you no communion. They talk to the pastor like, hey, don't give that bitch no communion. If she come up there, don't throw some holy water on her. Don't give that bitch no communion. They're going to exorcist your ass, huh? They're not going to give your ass no communion. You the devil. The devil. I ain't never heard of no devil going to church and getting no damn communion. Don't you know the Lord and the church is the first people to spot the devil? Huh? Do you know the church is the first ones to call the devil out? Call out the demons? Now the demons saying, now the demons are speaking up about abortions and all kind of shit. They speaking up about all kind of demonic shit. Speaking up and covering it up. Huh? But the Lord and the pastor say, if you vote Democrat, you're going to hell. Lucky I saved you. Lucky you heard it from me.
Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone telling Pelosi, quote, you are not to be admitted to Holy Communion until such a time as you publicly repudiate your advocacy for the legitimacy of abortion.
You cannot come to the church. You can come to the church, bitch, but you cannot get communion. So that means God is not going to bless you like you're supposed to be blessed. Your ass don't get the bread and crackers unless you eat that shit at home in your little refrigerator.
A decision would not only affect President Biden, others like Nancy Pelosi, our House Speaker, is also Catholic.
First of all, the Archbishop has been reaching out to Pelosi for quite a while, correct?
Yeah, 10 years, Rachel.
You can't reach out to the devil. He been reaching out to Nancy Pelosi for 10 years, trying to bring her back closer to the Lord. And Nancy Pelosi been ignoring the Catholic priests. Nancy Pelosi is going straight to hell. Everybody on that video is going straight to hell. And you too, if you vote Democrat, you're going straight to hell.
So they've been in dialogue for 10 years. They even met in person on a few occasions. But recently, Pelosi has sort of doubled down on her advocacy of abortion, wanting to enshrine it in law. And the bishop has been trying to reach out to her. There's been no communication. So he just publicly issued what she already knew.
That she going to hell. That's what he issued. Nancy Pelosi, I tweet this shit. You going straight to hell if you don't repent now.
She should not present herself to communion as a Catholic.
Look. You know what they say in the hood, right? That's like you're gonna get disciplined, right? When you don't do something and you gang banging, they say, hey man, don't come to the hood, right? That means you booted from the hood. If you come over there, they're gonna beat your ass or do something bad to you. So they tell you don't come back to the hood, right? That's what they're telling Nancy Pelosi. Don't even come back, bitch. Don't even come try to get it, bitch. Don't come back to the hood.
As a Catholic.
That butcher babies and hate this nation.
Here's why. There's canon law. Canon 915 locks he and any Catholic into this position if one is obstinately persevering in manifest grave sin. Manifest meaning public sin. You're not to present yourself to communion.
And even Pope Francis, he has called it an abomination.
So all the bishop did here, Archbishop Cordileone, all he did was alert his priests that Nancy Pelosi is not to receive communion. This is a warning shot, Rachel. This is an act of mercy to Nancy Pelosi, putting her on notice that her soul is in jeopardy.
Her soul is in jeopardy, and he's trying to save her soul. Like, bitch, I'm trying to save your soul. Your soul is in jeopardy. Just like anybody who watching this video and thinking about voting Democrat, your soul is in jeopardy. I'm warning you, right? If anybody got a friend that vote Democrat, tell them to talk to their local priest or tell them to go to communion, right, and ask them or ask the preacher, all right, or ask Siri or somebody, right? Am I going to jail? Well, hell, right? Hold on. Oh, shit, I knew if I saw 50, I knew Vanessa in the house. I knew Vanessa in the house, but I saw 50, right? Watch this, Vanessa. Watch this. Hey, Siri. Am I going to hell if I vote Democrat?
I don't have an answer for that.
Can you ask? Hey, Siri, can you ask God, am I going to hell if I vote Democrat? So you can't ask God? Vanessa, Vanessa, I don't think Siri can ask God. Let me ask Siri one more time. Siri, can you ask God if I'm going to hell if I vote Democrat? Say, here's what I found. Okay, my bad. It had a saying. Okay, let me do it one more time. It said, here's what I found. Siri, ask God, am I going to hell if I vote Democrat? I don't know the response. Now she's tripping, Vanessa. Now she don't know response again. Well, forget you then, Siri. Huh? Well, anybody watching this video, Vanessa, I'm trying to save some people's soul on here, Vanessa. That's what I'm trying to do, right? I think God woke me up in the middle of the day, you know what I'm saying, and say, look, tell these people they're going to go to hell if they vote Democrat. Vanessa, this is a video right here from the heavens, from the Lord. This is from the God. This is not me, Vanessa. This is not me. This is a message from the Lord. Like Vanessa, I know you saw Blues Brothers, right? When he said, I'm not doing this for me. I'm on the mission from the Lord. I feel like this video right here is a message from the Lord. If you vote Democrat, you're going to hell. And it's not me saying it.
The bishop's focus will be on whether to draft an official document clarifying the church's position on receiving the sacrament of communion.
Sometimes the church has really failed on making the church's teaching known and understood.
And Joe Biden ain't help. Vanessa, if you just came, Joe Biden is fucking up the church. The church is splitting up on abortions and all kind of gay marriage and everything Joe Biden is doing, making people pay for abortions, you know what I'm saying, and abortions and contraceptives and all kind of stuff. Joe Biden in the Democratic Party is demonic, and I'm just trying to save people's soul. I'm doing a good job at it. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. Hopefully tonight I done save somebody's soul if you watching. Hopefully it's a liberal out there that's seen the light. Hopefully it's a liberal out there, you know what I'm saying, that understand Joe Biden and the Democratic Party ain't shit. Hopefully this reaches somebody in the name of the man.
Catholic Church policy says that any parishioner in good standing can receive communion at Mass. But bishops are divided over whether a vocal political supporter of abortion rights qualifies.
You got to be in good standing to get communion. Ain't no Democratic Party in no damn good standards, right? That means can't nobody in the Democratic Party go to no damn church and get no communion. You ought to slap that shit out their hand. If you go to church and you see somebody that's voted Democrat and they fit to take the communion, you need to either leave or slap that shit out their hand, because God probably strike down the whole church. Like, you ain't, like, all y'all see him taking communion and y'all ain't gonna do nothing? Okay, get rid of the whole church. I'm telling you right now, right? I don't care if you gotta jump over people and dive like in the movie, you know, like it'd be a slow motion, like, no, and you slap it out of their hand, and everybody like, what? And everybody be like, no, and you be like, no, and you hit the water out their hand, boom, and then you hit the punch out their hand, boom, you hit the crackers out their hand, boom, then you land and you roll, then everybody be looking at you like, what happened? What you do? Like, that motherfucker voted Democrat, and he ain't supposed to be taking no communion. Do you know we will all go to hell because we be a accessory to hell? We be accessory to this shit. I'm not going down. I'm telling you, if you in the church and the Democrat or demon is taking the communion, leave now or get your ass struck down or knock the cracker out their hand. You got 3 options. Huh? He may not pay you back then, but he may pay your ass back later. If you know somebody, look, matter of fact, have the preacher pull out people voter registration. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, before you take this communion, let me see your voter registration. You voted Democrat, get your ass out. That's what this preacher say. Hey, I want to kick your ass out so bad. I want to kick you out so bad because I know you. Vanessa, this is the preacher. Watch this, Vanessa. He said, look, I want to kick your ass out so bad, right? But I know if I kick you out that you going to go to the Democrats and you really going to be fucked up in it. So I got to keep you up in here. I want to kick your ass out the house of the Lord, though, because you vote Democrat. These are people in the house of the Lord telling you vote Democrat, you're going to hell.
But God help that parish that would let your ideas foster in their parish. And so instead, I will not ask you to leave. Why? Because this may be your only chance to repent.
I would ask you to leave the church of the Lord, but this is your only chance to repent. But if you go out there, the Democrats get a hold of you, you're going to be with killing babies, you're going to be with kids getting dicks and all kind of stuff, and cutting off dicks and cutting off titties and all that. Right? You're going to be with the molestation of kids. You know what the Democrats are with the molestation of kids, because they got the books inside the school with kids getting molested. Right? So you with all that. So I can't let you lead this church with them ideas in your head. Come here and get cleansed out your democratic, demonic ways. Huh? Say, look, I will kick you out. This is a cold nigga. I will kick you out of church, but I don't want them to get a hold to you. I don't want the real demons to get a hold to you. I will kick your ass out, though. You demons.
To change your mind and to come to know the truth and finally embrace it. So I won't ask you to leave. This is your chance for salvation.
Take it now. And November is your chance for salvation, because God has also informed us, right? I'm talking about the people right here, and I talk to the Lord too, right? If you vote Republican, right? You have a better chance of going to heaven, right? That means you care for babies, right? That means you care for life. That means you care about church. You care about God. You care about people, right? You've been persecuted, right? You've been ridiculed, right? You've been put down. You've probably been stoned, right? You probably went through all that. And now you're voting Republican so you can stop people from killing babies. So you can stop people from starting wars. So you can stop people from nuking people. So you can stop people from all this humanitarian crises and people dying on the borders and dying crossing borders and drowning and babies dying. You can stop kids from flying all across the country. You can stop this. Right? You can stop it with one vote, with your vote, each person vote. But if you don't stop it, you are accessory to murder and your ass going straight to hell. We can stop the drug overdoses. We can stop the crimes on the police. We can stop the robberies. We can stop people from getting beat and pushed on trains and murdered. We can stop all of that. We can stop this. And God wants you to. But if you don't, you know where you're going. You're going straight to hell.
Now, people privately may be living sinful lives, and we all are sinners at different levels, but when you're public about it, and in this case, Nancy Pelosi saying, I can be a devout Catholic and hold this view that is opposed to human life and the teaching of my church, that's a problem.
They saying, no, you can't. Bitch, you can't just be what kind of Catholic you want. You want to be a Catholic, you want to make up the laws. Okay, yeah, I don't be a Catholic, but these are my laws right here. These are my rules. You can't do that in no other place. I want to be a gangbanger, but I'm finna set my own rules. I'm a blood, but I'm be able to talk to Crips. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to sell dope, but I won't go, and I'll be able to tell on people. You can't make up your own rules. And gangbanging or in church. How you gonna make up your own rules with the Lord? Lord, I'm finna praise you, but I got a couple of problems with some of the rules you done set, huh? I can be a Catholic, but I can't follow all the rules. I'm gonna be like a 25% Catholic or 53% Catholic. I just can't be 100% Catholic because I gotta kill these babies.
So the bishop is saying, no, you can't. So you've got to live consistently the life that you're claiming here as a Catholic.
You are welcome here, even if you're pro-abortion, but your ideas are not welcome here, and they will be given no quarter.
Get your Democratic ass out of the church right now. You welcome here, but keep that bullshit out the church, because you can't be bringing that shit up in here, that negative energy and that murderous mentality up in the house of the Lord. This is a house of the Lord. You want to come up in here with a kill the baby mentality? Bitch, leave that outside the church. You can't bring that up in here. You can't bring no talking about God made a mistake with a man and a woman. You can't come up here talking about God said a man can have a baby too. Keep them motherfucking ideas out the church. We don't want that shit up in here. We don't want that shit in the house of the Lord. Keep that demonic shit out of there. Keep that 9-month baby killing shit out on the front porch. When you come up here, you got to praise the Lord. We're about love and life and respect and, helping people. We're not about putting people down and accusing people of shit and then trying to dox people and intimidate them and shit because they don't want and overpower them and shit because they don't want to do what we say. We're not like that in the house of the Lord. It's a democracy up in here. It's like a little country. Don't bring that devil worship and shit up in here. And I'm finna prove the Democrats is some devil worshiping sons of bitches.
I often tell my own children, communion is not the Whopper. You can't have it your way, okay? You have to have it the way the church prescribes and the way Christ lays out. Or, you make the choice to either be in the club or not.
Right, you don't have to be a Catholic.
He is calling Nancy Pelosi to repentance and to publicly repudiate her statements about abortion.
Yeah,
You don't have to be a damn Catholic. You can just be a damn devil worshiper. You ain't got to play Catholic either, too. Just go ahead and say you're a devout atheist. The Democrats support atheists.
He's looking out for her soul and also his own. He has a responsibility as a bishop.
He does
so
indeed.
there's a lot going on here.
He's saying, look, if I don't tell you you going straight to hell, I'm going straight to hell. I have a responsibility to tell you, Nancy, and God told me to tell you this. And I got a responsibility to tell everybody that's liberal on this station, the 2 or 3 dislikes I get, you going straight to hell if you dislike this video. Huh? If it's 1 dislike on here, and it's not 100%, whoever got that 1 or 2 or 3 dislikes, you are going straight to hell. If you dislike a video about the Lord, you going straight to hell. I don't give a damn what kind of video this is. Dislike it if you want to. Vote Democrat if you want to. Huh? That mean you a vote. That mean you killing real information, and you killing babies. And you with killing the black men. You are murder. You are accessory to murder. Vote Democrat if you want to. You better vote Republican and relieve all your sins, or you going straight to hell.
By the way, interesting point you said, if other bishops follow suit. Joe Biden campaigned as a Catholic with rosary beads and all, and he is now the head of the most radical pro-abortion administration in U.S. history.
The most radical abortion. Look, they the most radical abortion administration in U.S. history. Name one other administration, right, that wanted to kill more babies, right, that wanted to stay outside of people's house, that wanted to fund more murderers of babies, right, that wanted to give more rights to funding the murders of babies, that wanted more people to pay for the murders of babies, right. This, you know what I'm saying, that's protesting over babies, that's going in people's houses and threatening them and for babies and shit like that, right. This is the most extreme abortion administration in the history. Donald Trump administration wasn't this extreme. On either side, I'm talking about pro-abortion or pro-choice, right? On either side, this is the most extreme by far. So, like the preachers say, I would kick your ass out. I would tell you to leave the channel. If you liberal, I would tell you hey, go watch another channel. Go watch one of them CNN people. Go pay the little $5 a month so you can be on the CNN. Matter of fact, you can't pay the $5 a month because the CNN shit is gone. My bad, you can't do that. Well, just go on Facebook because, don't go on Facebook. My bad, because I need to keep you here to receive this message, because I can go to hell too for not giving you this message, and I'd be damned if I go to hell for a liberal. Huh? So if you take the message or not, I gave it to you. You with your liberal ass.
And if you ask me a follow-up question, would you give him communion? No. Over my dead body.
A Catholic priest in South Carolina denied Holy Communion to presidential candidate Joe Biden last week due to the former vice president's support for legal abortion. Father?
Your ass ain't getting no. I got you tomorrow, Bobby Mayo. Hit me tomorrow morning about 12 o'clock. I won't be doing nothing. The father said your ass can't take no communion. The father said your ass is the devil. They not giving these people communion. Look, who don't get communion? Right? You got to be in good standards with the Lord to get communion. The Democrats not even getting communion. What is that telling you about their soul? What that telling you about if you vote for them, if you support people who can't even get the support of the church? Joe Biden, he didn't get the support of the church. Donald Trump did. Catholic. So you saying all them Catholic people, right, that was supporting Donald Trump, they was racist too? Huh? They say Joe Biden don't got no police support. Donald Trump did. Donald Trump had all the police support. Huh? No military support. Joe Biden had a couple of military support that was liberals, but no really real military support. Huh? Think about it. You are supporting the most satanic party ever.
Robert Morey, the pastor of St. Anthony Catholic Church in the Diocese of Charleston, South Carolina, denied Holy Communion to the former vice president, citing Biden's support for legal abortion. Morey told Catholic News Agency in a statement, quote, "Sad."
This is another. Look how many Catholics is coming out against Joe Biden. How many Catholics is speaking up for Joe Biden? Joe Biden got to hire a damn Catholic to speak for him. He got to hire a Catholic to come to his things and sit by him. Ain't no real Catholic going by Joe Biden and want to be part of that shit or want to be associated with that shit.
This past Sunday, I had to refuse Holy Communion to former Vice President Joe Biden. The priest added that any public figure who advocates for abortion, quote, places himself or herself outside of church teaching. Joining us now from Washington, D.C.
Focused on global issues this week.
Thank you.
Whether in Washington, his home state of Delaware, or even in England this past weekend, one thing is constant. President Biden heads to Catholic Mass.
For what? Why did he go to Catholic Mass? Why is he so dedicated? He don't follow the Catholic teachings. Huh? You mean you got to go and cleanse your soul every damn week for how much shit you done and how much shit you want to get off your chest and how much of your shit you want to get to the Lord? You got to keep on repeating. I know I'm finna fuck up again. Joe Biden go to church because he done fucked up for that week, or he know he gonna fuck up later on in that week. So I'm finna get mine out the way now, and I'm finna get mine out the way for then. Huh? Now and later. I'm finna say a prayer for now and say a prayer for later, because I know I'm gonna fuck up. So I'm finna go ahead and get it out the way, and I'll be back next week.
Mr. President, how's that church?
Beautiful. The president has said he's personally opposed to abortion, but in 2019 dropped his long-standing opposition to federal funding for abortion procedures.
But circumstances have changed.
The decision to give communion is still up to each of the country's more than 200 diocesan bishops. Washington's Cardinal Wilton Gregory says he plans to give communion to the president.
I'm most grateful to our Holy Father, Pope Francis, for his trust that he's placed in me.
But the incoming Bishop of Wilmington, Delaware, the president's home diocese, hasn't said what he would do.
You bet not. You better not give him, look, Joe Biden is dividing the church. One pastor say they can't do it. The other pastor say, I'll do it. Other pastor say it's wrong. He ain't good standards with the Lord. The other pastor saying he's in good standard with the Lord. See how the church been divided by Joe Biden's decision on abortion? Huh? See how people is looking at the church? Is they really pro-life or is they really pro-choice? Huh? Look how... Are people leaving the Catholic Church because of people like Joe Biden giving the Catholic Church a bad name, saying they shouldn't think the way they think about life and pro-life and all those shit? Is people leaving because the church numbers are getting shorter and shorter? Are people starting to lose faith because of people like Joe Biden? Think about it. He got bishops, right? Some say they give them communion. Some say they don't. Some will invite them to a church. Some won't. Right? This is you haven't even seen this with Donald Trump. This is bad.
San Francisco's Archbishop Salvatore Cordileone, one of the most vocal critics of politicians who support abortion rights, will be part of this week's discussions. But he says they're not only about abortion.
Helping people return to the Holy Eucharist, understanding what it is and appreciating the gift, and that they're living their life in a way that is coherent with what it means to receive Holy Communion.
Cordileone says he wouldn't give President Biden communion, in part because the president's publicly at odds with an issue the church considers very important.
We praise where we can, but we need to correct where we need to correct.
Correct what we need to correct. I'm going to have my birthday live. I'm going to have a couple of comedians roast me on live, RJ, man. So, so tune in to the show. I'm going to have a couple of comedians come on the show and roast me live. So don't trip. I got you, right?
But others disagree. San Diego Bishop Robert McElroy wrote last month that weaponizing the Eucharist will bring the terrible partisan divisions that have plagued our nation into the very act of worship.
You see how he's dividing the church? The church is divided. Thanks, Joe Biden. Donald Trump never divided the church. The church was damn near more united under Donald Trump than it's ever been because Donald Trump protected the church.
Lift up your hearts.
Polls show church membership has steadily declined over the years.
Polls. Who was that? James Touche? What's up with that? James Touche in the building. Joe Biden makes the holy water boil when he put his hands into the water. That's how you make holy water. You boil the hell out of it. Huh? You make holy water by you boiling the hell out of it, James. Hey, James, I'm glad you're here. But you damn right. This dude is evil. You can't be more evil than this dude, Joe Biden. The shit he do with his son. He's not only evil, James, he corrupt. Evil and corrupt. Huh? The preacher... You're fucking up the country. You got James. I don't know if you was here earlier and you watched the show. You was watching the show earlier, but he got priests and pastors on here talking about how he messed up the economy. Talked about the way he is with gay marriage, the way he is with transgender, the way he is with the country. Right? You can put the way he is in with women. It's women came out and said he done smelled the back of their neck. Huh? They finna get deeper into the video on Joe Biden and how the Democratic Party is demonic. Is this not Joe Biden? The whole Democratic Party have demonic features, characteristics. James, they the fucking devil, James. You hear me, James? They the fucking devil, man.
And Catholic University's Kurt Martins says public debate over Mr. Biden's faith could be harmful.
You hear that, James? It could be harmful. A debate. Why is they having a debate? Why is the Catholic Church having the debate, James, over Joe Biden's faith? That's embarrassing. As a country, Vladimir Putin see that. President Xi see that. Other countries see that. Why is the Catholic Church, that's supposed to be one of the biggest organizations on the face of the earth, right, having a debate about life? They ain't never had that debate before until the Democrats got in the party. Now they're changing the rules of being a Catholic? You can't do that.
Catholic priest did not give you communion. He said it was because of your position on abortion. Were you offended by that?
That's a private matter. I'm not going to talk about that. But it's the only time it's ever happened. And
well, get prepared for it to happen some more. Especially with Roe versus Wade, and you taking a public stand. You can have your beliefs, I guess, right? And you can keep them secret, and you don't have to tell nobody. But when you openly do it, like your faith say, right? That's against the teachings, right? Of your Catholic faith and against God. Because when you say this, you're actually teaching this. The things you're saying, you're actually teaching. And you're preaching hate. And you're preaching murder. You're preaching all that. Right? So you can't be up here and say, well, my faith and my faith. Because your faith don't preach that. So it's not going to be your last time, because I'm pretty sure these Catholic priests going to have to start, to protect the union of the church. They're going to have to start putting people like you on blast, because they can't have the biggest, the most supposedly important person in the world, right? The most powerful man in the world, or at least the country, on national TV, on debates, on interviews, in press conferences, talking about killing babies. And then get on there and say you Catholic. And goes against everything they say. The church have to make up a stand. They have to put up a stand. Because they can't let this go on. Huh? They can't let it go on. Do you hear me, James? They can't let it go on, James. Do you hear me, Vanessa? They can't let it go on, Vanessa. They got to do something, James. They got to do something, Vanessa. It can't go on. Or we going to hell right along with them. And not the hell that I'm talking about. I'm talking about hell in our country.
We didn't talk about it. He went to the press about it. And it's not a position that I've found anywhere else.
Block his head out. Block his head out. He went to the press about it. He had to go to press about it. Just like the other archbishop, whatever, had to go to press on Nancy Pelosi because they have to make a stand that this shit ain't right and they do not support it in their Catholic church. And don't get up there and keep on using that Catholic faith and giving them a bad name. They had to go public with it. To let people know they do not support your beliefs. They do not support your policies. Them is not policies of a Catholic.
From the Holy Father who gives me communion.
Biden is also on record committing to restoring the Obamacare mandate, requiring religious ministries and orders like the Little Sisters of the Poor to provide contraceptive and abortifacient drugs to their employees, despite the fact that that is a direct violation of their faith conviction and of church teaching.
You're making people go against their faith and against God's teachings, right? So you're automatically making me sin. You're making me pay for murder. You're making me pay for something I'm against, and I'm a Catholic. How was that being a Catholic, right? When you're making somebody do something they don't want to. That's not love of the fellow man or woman. That's not love for your neighbor. That's not love for person. If you're making somebody do something they don't want to do, and it's not just that. Joe Biden have made people do all kind of shit they don't want to do. That's not God's will. God's greatest gift to anybody was free will. The ability to do what the fuck you want to do. It may be consequences in doing stuff, but you have the ability to do what the fuck you want to do. God's greatest gift. Air was his greatest blessing, but his greatest gift, I'm giving you free will to do what the fuck you want to. I have no say-so in it. And that's what the book I read say. I give you free will to do what the fuck you want to. I have no say-so in it, right? Because to take your free will would be to deprive you of the greatest gift I gave you. And Joe Biden say, fuck that gift. You don't have no free will no more. It's not about freedom.
Did you see the man that got up and sang a very, very special phrase from a very, very special thing? And he left the word God out.
The same with Joe Biden. He's a Catholic. He's a member of the family. If for some reason he would be in Buckeye on a Sunday, Joe Biden is welcome to come to Mass here. His ideas are not welcome here.
And I was watching and I said, oh, he must have made a mistake. I didn't think that he left it out. I thought maybe that can happen. Maybe he made a mistake. He didn't make a mistake. That's where they're coming from. He left the word God out.
America, we don't worship government, we worship God.
One nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our religious liberty is enshrined in the very First Amendment in the Bill of Rights. The American founders invoked our Creator 4 times in the Declaration of Independence.
And to the republic for which is...
Do you see where they're at? That the Democratic National Convention, right? Leaving God out of the Pledge of Allegiance on purpose. This is what this country. You think the Democratic Party ain't demonic? When you want to leave God out of your speech, out of the Pledge of Allegiance, and you want to take God out of everything, that's demonic.
stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Benjamin Franklin reminded his colleagues at the Constitutional Convention to begin by bowing their heads in prayer.
The chair will lead the House in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One nation, indivisible. You see how they just plainly left it out. Like, it was just so fucking smooth, like no hesitation. One nation, indivisible. What? I don't even know how to say the Pledge of Allegiance without putting God up in it. It's immune in my Pledge of Allegiance speech. I would get tight-tongued if I tried to leave God out the Pledge of Allegiance. I wouldn't even know how to end the damn Pledge of Allegiance if I was to leave God out. But they can leave it out. This is demonic.
I remind you that we're going to start saying Merry Christmas again.
Hi, I'm Ron Reagan.
Right? At the national, on CNN and Times, right? At the Democratic National Debate, you got Ronald Reagan, who was a Democrat. His daddy was a Republican. You have Ronald Reagan at the Democratic Convention with all these people up here, Yang and Biden and Harris and all these people up here. You have him on here talking about the fucking devil, basically. Had a satanic commercial right in the middle of a damn presidential debate on CNN. A Democratic debate. A devil worshiper talking about God and the devil.
Bashed atheist, and I'm alarmed by the intrusions of religion into our secular government. That's why I'm asking you to support the Freedom from Religion Foundation, the nation's largest and most effective association of atheists and agnostics, working to keep state and church separate, just like our founding fathers intended. Please support the Freedom from Religion Foundation. Ron Reagan, lifelong atheist, not afraid of burning in hell.
Not afraid of burning in hell. Well, take the Democratic Party with you, because all you sons of bitches burning in hell. And whoever watching this video and you got the message and you don't vote a Republican, your ass burning in hell too, right along with Ronald Reagan. How in the hell did you put that on the Democratic National Convention commercial? You have to pay for that shit. You have to get that shit approved. I would have said, hell no, it's a time and a place for all that. Not on a Democratic National Convention when I'm supposed to be seeing who I wanted to choose for president or to run for president, and you motherfuckers put a devil commercial on the TV? Lifelong atheist, and I'm not afraid to burn in hell. Well, you gonna burn in hell. Put gasoline drawers on too, nigga.
Welcome back. One nation under who?
If you watched Joe Biden's proclamation for National Day of Prayer, you may not be sure. Biden recognizing the day without using the word God. Interesting.
Please join.
Joe Biden, right, at the National Day of Prayer, didn't use the word God on the National Day of Prayer. He didn't say God. That's like the main. That's like going to a steakhouse and ordering bread. How you not gonna order the main dish? You can't. That's like a preacher going to church and not reading nothing out of the Bible. How are you going to forget to say God or leave God out? The Democrats have been doing this for years. They've been leaving God out for years. They've been trying to ban God for years. It's the party of the Democratic. It's the party of evil. It's the party that don't love God.
Join me now in welcoming the President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Images that now we'll never forget.
He didn't talk about God but he talked about the date, January 6th, and he talked about white supremacy. You hold a national day of prayer, but you don't talk about God, and you talk about white supremacists and January 6th?
A violent assault on the U.S. Capitol, assault on our democracy, on our Capitol. A violent attack that threatened lives and took lives.
But your reaction to President Biden not using the word God on National Day of Prayer?
Well, you know, our motto in America is one nation under God, and on our money is in God we trust. So how, if you're the president of the United States, do you forget to mention God? Is it possible that President Biden thinks we could run America without God?
Huh? The whole Democratic Party think we can run America without God. That's why they want to put God in nothing, and they try to play God with sex changes and changing people's genders and adding genders and shit. They're playing God. Who can have babies? Who can't have babies? Murder. They're playing God. Who can live and who can't live? That's playing God. Of course, the Democrats don't think they need God.
We know now we must confront and defeat political extremism, white supremacy, and domestic terrorism.
There are many who still believe in God here in America.
Joe Biden don't. He believe in white supremacists. Huh? How in the hell you bring up white supremacists on God's day?
We notice that either he intentionally left out God or he forgot God. But either one is a very serious situation.
Either one of them. If you forgot God, right, the most important person on prayer day, right, that means your head needs to be checked out. But if you forgot him and you left him out, that means your ass needs to be whooped. You don't leave God out of no damn national prayer. That's like saying a prayer, right, to nobody. It's like getting on your knees, right, and getting on your knees, putting your hands together and saying to no particular person. What? That's probably going to be next. They're going to be having, instead of saying God, say no particular person. I'm for the, no particular person. I would like to bless this person, bless that person, and I want to thank you, no particular person. You can't do that.
Not until he repents. He's a public figure. He needs to publicly repent. And we need to pray for his conversion. He is a member of the family.
Pray for his conversion. He's a member of the family. If not, Joe Biden's soul is going to hell. And if you don't pray for Joe Biden, you are too.
Feel the same if students walked in and instead of the word God, the word Allah, which is the word for God in the Muslim religion, welcomed students to their school.
It's the God who spoke against money, and the money I carry in my wallet has to say, "In God we trust." I think that's offensive.
We think it's offensive to have money is to say, "In God we trust." Right? So they want to remove God. They want to kill babies, remove God, change genders, do gay marriage. Huh? They want to take God out of the equation.
The House of Representatives Committee has voted to keep the phrase "So help you God" in an oath used in its proceedings.
Our national motto, "In God We Trust," causing debate in Minnesota over a bill allowing schools to voluntarily display it on posters. Some lawmakers are arguing against it.
This comes a day after Republicans criticised the Democrats' plans to remove the phrase. The word "So help you God" was slated to be replaced with "under penalty of law." "So help you God" was marked in red in the rules drafted by Democrats. This meant that they were to be replaced if the draft rules were approved.
Do you see why God wants you to vote Republican? Because Republicans are trying to keep God's name in the equation. Republicans are trying to keep God's name in the mainstream, right? People are trying to keep Republicans are trying to keep God names in their family, God name in with their kids, God name, right, not in vain. They're trying to keep God's name, God's memory, God's will, God's faith. They're trying to keep all that. Democrats is trying to erase it. Not only statues, like Donald Trump say, they're trying to snatch down statues of Jesus. Jesus. I love that part. They're trying to snatch down these people are snatching down statues of Jesus. You can't get no more demonic than that when you're trying to erase the history of God.
A high-level Republican congresswoman said the proposed change.
Look, and you know it's bad when Liz Cheney was like, whoa, the Republicans are doing too damn much. You trying to take God out, right? When Liz Cheney speak up for the Democrats, right, you know the Democrats cross the line. Liz Cheney is a fucking Democrat, but Liz Cheney had to say, whoa, what the fuck is y'all doing, Democrats? What the fuck is y'all doing? This is going too far. Even I can't agree with this. And I'm the most Republican Democrat in the motherfucking world. And I can't agree with this. This is out of control.
Changes signal a hard left shift for the Democratic Party. It is incredible but not surprising that the Democrats would try to remove God from committee proceedings in one of their first acts in the majority. House Republican Conference Chairwoman Liz Cheney told Fox News. They really have...
One of the first things they tried to do was remove God. As soon as they got in power, they tried to remove God. That shouldn't even be a bill. How the fuck they even come up for a vote? Huh? How that come up for a vote? I think we should vote on removing God. From what? Money and speeches and law and everything. Just remove God. We've been saying that the Pledge of Allegiance, when you swear in to testify on the money, we've been having that for centuries. You want to erase the history of God? The vision of God? Then you're going straight to hell.
They really have become the party of Karl Marx, she said. But this is not the first time Democrats have tried to cut references to God from key party documents. In 2012, Democrat leaders attempted to restore a reference to God to the party platform, resulting in an uproar. The move came following criticism from Republicans about the reference being removed in the first place.
How many times the Republicans got to tell the Democrats to stop removing God from shit? Huh? Every time the Democrats try to remove something, right, it's the Republicans coming and saving them and saving God's name. Like, stop doing that. We're not doing anything against the God's name, right? The Democrats haven't voted. Well, if y'all don't want to do it as a country, we're gonna do it as a party, right? Since the Republicans didn't want to do with them as a country, the Democrats went along and tried to do it as a party, remove God from they shit. Evil.
You know, Democrats have abandoned people of faith in this country and a large portion of their voting base. And if you think back to the 2012 Democratic Convention, they booed God. They tried to add God back into their platform.
They booed God, right? So if I never heard, I heard liberals call Republicans and conservatives all kind of shit. But I never heard one of them call them a devil worshiper. You fucking devil. Heard them call them racists, honkies, you know what I'm saying? Or, fuck your sister, your incest. I heard all that. But I never heard them say, you devil worshiper. You worship the devil. Because they know a lot of Republicans and conservatives don't believe in the devil. Or believe in God. Conservatives believe in God. They don't believe in none of that shit these people believe in, these evil sons of bitches believe in, right? They know that. They don't worship. It's not too many people that associate conservativeness, right, with devil worshiping. But liberals, they do. So if conservatives are racist, That means liberals are devil worshippers or atheists or whatever you want to call it, because that's their characteristics. If Republicans' characteristics because they voting and how they act or whatever it may be is racist, then the liberals are fucking satanic. You want to take God out of the equation and then vote on it and then boo God. How the fuck do you boo God? Like if you put a dislike on this page right here, on this video, you can put it on another video, right? If you don't like this video, go put a dislike on another video, but not this video. You're not supposed to boo God. Nigga.
Democratic convention, and they booed God.
This summer, I was proud to serve this party as the platform drafting committee chair. As the chair, I come before you today to discuss two important matters related to our party's national platform. As an ordained United Methodist minister, I am here to attest and affirm that our faith and belief in God is central to the American story.
Do you hear that, Cooler King? The Democrats got to convince other Democrats that God is still important. You hear me, Cooler King? You're looking out on support, Cooler King. But do you hear this, man? How the fuck is you going to convince me that God is still important? They voting on two measures. One was God and one was Jerusalem, right? But these motherfuckers is booing God. Who does that? Oh, shit. Where you at? Right here.
And informs the values we've expressed in our party's platform. In addition, President Obama recognizes Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and our party's platform should as well. Mr. Chairman, I have submitted my amendment in writing, and I believe it is being projected on the screen for the delegates to see. I move adoption of the amendment as submitted and shown to the delegate.
And this was in Charlotte, and in Charlotte we just recently saw the funeral service for Billy Graham. Billy Graham spoke at Bill Clinton's inauguration, and look how far the Democratic Party has come from the time of Bill Clinton's inauguration to the 2012 convention where God was booed.
Huh? Look where they come, where God is booed. Yeah, booed God. Everybody in that convention going straight to hell. Huh? If they're not in hell already. Because this is in 2012. I'm pretty sure a couple of them in hell right now.
A motion has been made. Is there a second?
It says right here, we need government that stands up for the, what's that, hopes, values, right? Hopes, that's it, hopes, values, and interests of working people, and gives everyone willing to work hard the chance to make the most of their God-given potential. So they want to take God-given potential out of this, right? He wanted to leave it in. They want to take it out in this other Jerusalem thing, right? But they want to take God out of God-given potential. Wow.
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, the matter requires a 2/3 vote in the affirmative. All those delegates in favor say aye. Aye. All those delegates opposed say no.
They're like, who won?
Opinion of the... Let me do that again.
This is exactly why people of faith have gotten behind President Trump, because they have seen the Democratic Party in this war on people of faith, in this war on God, and they've seen their religious freedoms be assaulted.
A war on God and a war on the police, right? And a war on babies. How can you get more demonic than that? How can you get more demonic? Babies, a war on babies, a war on human life, a war on the police, a war on the church, a war on God, a war on sexuality, a war on manhood, a war on kids, a war on parents, a war on the rich. How many motherfucking wars the Biden's gonna go to? How many people in the United States is Biden gonna go to war with?
All of those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no.
He's stuck. He like half these motherfuckers devil worshippers and half these motherfuckers act like they Christians. Huh? They don't know if they want to keep God up or take him down. He don't even know. He confused. He like, let me do it one more time.
I guess.
You've got a rule, and then you've got to let them do what they're going to do.
I'll do that one more time.
You had legislation reaffirming that in God we trust is our motto.
All those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 have voted in the affirmative. The motion is adopted, and the platform has been amended as shown on the screen. Thank you very much.
That nigga lying. They didn't vote for God. They voted against God. That nigga lying. He just said that shit because he probably didn't want to be embarrassed on national TV. They didn't. That was an even vote. They were supposed to go to the count vote. You know, they were supposed to go to the the electrical count or the pitch-in count or whatever count they supposed to go to, because that was an even vote. They booed God. These motherfuckers booing God.
Thank you.
That's not putting people back to work. I trust in God, but God wants to see us help ourselves by putting people back to work.
I believe in God, but God want to see us help each other by putting us back to work. We know we had a referendum on getting God out of the Pledge of Allegiance, but right now, God want to see the us get back to work.
First of all, I don't think the motto is offensive. What I find offensive is the government is choosing to sanction a certain religious motto, and it's trying to push that on all Americans. I objected to the proposal for two reasons. One, Senator Hall, the author of it, was saying 21% of Americans don't believe in any God. And despite his saying he wants to be welcoming and uniting people, this is the opposite of that for that 21%.
Well, that 21% need to go straight to hell. You see how they saying that 21% don't believe in God. So what? Before they was born, we had this shit on the money. That's their decision. They made a decision, right, to not believe in God. That's their decision. Don't mean the rest of us gotta sacrifice or go without because they don't want to see images of God or likeness of God. That's on them. It's not even likeness. It's a word. It's a phrase. It's not even a picture.
It's something that's foreign to them. It's not welcoming.
Number 3, a Biden presidency would be a danger to our already dwindling religious liberty.
Already dwindling religious liberty. Under Joe Biden, right, the church is in danger. The church has never been in danger under Donald Trump. Under Joe Biden, the church is in danger. Danger!
You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation. I don't care how mad that makes you. You get pissed off as you want to. You cannot be a Christian and vote Democrat in this nation.
He's a member of my family. He's the most powerful man in the world. And he is absolutely opposed to the basic understandings that God is the author of life. How in the world did this happen? You want an answer? I'll tell you the answer. Because our bishops have been silent for 60 years.
And Stevie Wonder could see. I'm not against, hear my heart, y'all. So when I talk about these things, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. And really what I'm saying to you isn't whether you're or not.
If you wanted to know what he said he don't care if you got the Trump juice or not. I had to cut that out just in case You two got a little agorism. I don't care if you got the Trump juice or not. That's what he's telling you. I'm from the heart because he had a long speech about how they was fooling. I couldn't put that in because they would have banned me. How they fooling people about taking it, right? He said, your boy Colin Powell took it and he died. They didn't say nothing about it, right? They didn't say he was doubled up. Elizabeth took it. She was doubled up, right? He was naming all that going down the line. But I can't go down the line because, you know, they're banning a nigga like me. But he had a cold little speech about the whole little Trump juice, right? And he was speaking the truth. And everybody up in here was a sheep that went and got it because they was told to go get it. He said, I didn't get it. I'm not no sheep. And I don't care if you get mad, but I'm trying to tell you the truth.
That's immaterial to me. I just want to let you know what spirit has been released. And you know it's delusional because delusional people don't know that they are deluded.
He and his party advocate for the repeal of the Religious Freedom Restoration Act, which protects the religious conscience rights of healthcare workers who decline to participate in abortions.
CNN can eat my dirty socks. You cannot be a Democrat and a Christian. You cannot. Somebody say amen.
Amen. Amen. You cannot be a Democrat and a Christian. Somebody say amen. Huh? You can't be both. You got to be one or the other. You can't be both. God is not going to allow that. God is not going to allow you to be both. You cannot be a Christian and be a Democrat. They don't mix. This is not me telling you. I'm trying to save your soul, liberals. I'm trying to save your fucking soul. We saved. The Republicans saved. The conservatives saved. We believe in God. We believe in life. We believe in liberty. We believe in all freedom. We believe in all that. Is you the motherfuckers believe in slavery and don't speak up for slavery and trick kids and changing genders and saying God made mistakes and all that old stuff? It's you holding Democratic double conventions and shit. It's you. We safe over here. It's you.
CNN can eat my dirty socks. You cannot be a Democrat and a Christian. You cannot. Somebody say amen.
Through bad catechesis and cowardice, they have barely said a thing. A few papers here and there. They speak of, there's things they could do. You say, well, why don't you do something? I'm just a little diocesan priest. I'm a grunt. They're the apostles. They have the voice. I just work for them at their privilege.
They can do something about Joe Biden. They refuse to. This dude speaking out against probably they will. Probably against they liking. But he got to speak out. Right? He got to speak out because this is not right. Right? And he's saying they can do something, but they choose not to because they probably getting paid. But they can speak up about their Catholic values. They can speak up on Joe Biden. They can speak up and saying this is not right. All these Democrats is changing the laws of being a Catholic, is rewriting the laws and putting their own shit in and going against the teachings of God in the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church should speak out on this, but they're not.
They don't believe they've been deceived. You can't convince somebody who's been deceived that they've been deceived. You can't. They can't see it. But it's so obvious. The only reason I'm bringing it up is it's just intuitively obvious. I don't want you getting uncomfortable, but don't get so mad that you say, I'm taking my ball and going home. Because you'll miss something. You'll miss them. The world is tripping. And I don't get it. I mean, masses of people are buying into the lie.
Huh? And it's not the big lie they talk about. Masses of people is buying into the lie. The lie that the Democrats is preaching to you all the time. The lie. I had to cut out what the lie is, but you know what the lie is. The lie. Oops.
They can get rid of me tomorrow. How have they allowed this to happen? What is it that they really believe? How poorly have they educated you?
I'll tell you something, people aren't questioning it.
How poorly have they educated you? You heard that? How poorly have they educated you? You're not educated. They're leaving you blind. They're leaving you brainwashed. They're not educating you on the real, or they're not educating you on what's right. They're telling you everything wrong and covering up their tracks. When you find out this shit is wrong, they move on to another lie. So you can't focus on the lie they just told and keep you emotionally charged up with all this racism shit. Everything is racism. Like he said, it's an evil spirit being let out. The spirit of the Democratic Party is fucking evil. These preachers are on here telling you, they're not on here talking about the Republicans. They're talking about Democrats. This is the first time you ever heard of some shit like this. And the main Democrat, the president, they talk about a country, the sex, the kids, the gender, the gayness, all that.
And you got to ask yourself, why aren't these things being reported? Why are they, the guy, one of the guy named Robert Malone. Robert Malone. He was one of the ones that invented the technology for the
Trump juice. He invented the technology for the Trump juice, right? He was on Fox News. And you know what he said? Cut this shit out. Y'all doing too much. You fucking people up with it. Leave it alone.
He has been coming out saying they need to stop because we don't know enough about the effects yet. You know what they did? Took him off of Twitter, YouTube, took him off.
Took him off. Don't spread this information. Took him off. Everything. Right? And he was the inventor. I think he know more than Joe Biden. I think he know more than Dr. Fauci. Huh? Why we can't hear from him, the inventor of the shit? And they keep him silent, so he can't tell you the truth. And keep us silent, so we can't tell you the truth. And say we spreading disinformation when ain't shit they said been right yet.
And he invented it.
My God.
And they're saying he's spreading misinformation, and he invented it. So when I see stuff like that, I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then church is setting up COVID test sites. Don't be looking for no site here.
Niggas, they setting up church, and that's true. They telling you, come on and do this. Come on and get it. The church. The people you're supposed to trust in the community the most. The people you run to for the cleanse your soul, to come closer with God, to come as a community. The church is telling you to come on in and be part of sheep shit. Come on in. We got you right. The government is giving us funding to do this shit. They paying us. This dude said, not in my church. It won't happen here. Huh? Some people are starting to speak out. It's only so much a person can take before they get this understand the truth. Right? You get the truth through comedy, you get the truth through church, you get the truth through TV, you get the truth sometimes through social media. These are avenues you get the truth. It's not always the truth, but these are the avenues you can get the truth. But if they cut off all these avenues from the truth, there ain't no motherfucking truth to be heard. Now people are starting to doubt the truth. Think about it. People doubt the truth on both sides. If Joe Biden did say some truth, we gonna doubt it? Because he has a long history of lying. If Donald Trump says something, the Democrats gonna think he lying because they got a long history of believing he's a lie. So it doesn't matter. Donald Trump can spread the truth all the time. He's been spreading the truth about Russian collusion, about Hillary Clinton, about the election. He's been spreading the truth about all kind of shit, right? And people will see it. It's on the news. People going to court. People going to jail. But they still don't believe it. He was telling the truth the whole time about Joe Biden and the gas. About Joe Biden and the border. About Joe Biden and crime. About Joe Biden, your Second Amendment. About Joe Biden, your First Amendment. He was telling the truth. But people thought he was lying so much because they was brainwashed to believe that. We coming to a place where who knows the fucking truth now. You got to really search for the truth. Right? That's why when somebody told me, I had a debate one time when somebody told me why I don't go on certain sites and get information and things like that, right? Because the information is the truth. I search for the lies. You know what I'm saying? I don't spend time searching for the truth. That's a waste of time. I know the truth. I search for the lies. It's easier. Searching for the truth now is hard. If you go on the Democrats, you watch the video, 9 times out of 10, you're going to hear a lie. That's easy to prove. I would have an easier time, right, proving a Democrat is lying than I would proving a Democrat is telling the fucking truth. Okay, I'll give you an example. I don't take Joe Biden, for example. It would be easier for me to make videos about Joe Biden fucking up on the price of gas than it would for me to make a video on him doing good on gas. Right? Or telling the truth about gas. Right? It would be easier for me to find the lies about Joe Biden, right, on the border than me trying to find a truth about what Joe Biden's saying. Out of all the shit Joe Biden said about the border, it would be hard for me to find the fucking truth about Title 42, about the numbers, about what he said about Donald Trump, about all that. All right? I don't know the truth what Joe Biden say. If he did say the truth, I wouldn't know because I couldn't search that far for me to find it. I couldn't find a number. I couldn't talk to the people. I couldn't find the documents. I couldn't find the videos. But it's easy as fuck to find out his lies. Oh, the border doing good? Oh, the border this? Oh, the border that? Oh, the wall didn't do this? The wall didn't. Mexico, I mean, the numbers this, the number. It's easy. It's easy to find out the lies Nancy Pelosi say. It's easy to find out the lies Chuck Schumer say. It would be hard as hell to find out the truth.
You better go to Walgreens. Because it ain't happening up in here. Just ain't going to do it. They've asked us to. No. Now, the reason I'm passionate about this is Satan is smart. He's very smart.
So are the Democrats, right? Don't think the Democrats are dumb by a long shot. You have to be smart to brainwash people for this fucking long. You have to be smart to convince people of a lie this fucking big. Right? You have to be deceptive and brilliant to come up with the shit that they come up with and cover it up. Right? You have to, they're brilliant. You have to wake up to understand how brilliant these motherfuckers is at manipulating. Because you still got people who still support Joe Biden and hate Donald Trump. You be like, what the fuck? You don't see what's going on? I just had a debate with somebody. I'm like, I dare you to try to come out with some Joe Biden done something proper and bring up some damn infrastructure or something. I dare you. Nigga, I double dare you to say some shit like that. You can't even have a debate with nobody no more. You can have a debate when Donald Trump was president because everybody was talking about what Joe Biden was about to do. Oh, when Joe Biden get in office, he about to do this. When Joe Biden get in office, he done this. Donald Trump done that. Donald Trump done this. When Joe Biden get in office, he gonna do this. He gonna do this. He gonna make this better. He gonna make that better. We gonna have more of this. Now that they got the experience Joe Biden and their life is fucked up, they ain't got nothing to say. It's not no more, well, Joe Biden done this. They can't say shit about Joe Biden. And I can still talk about Donald Trump. I can say, look, under Donald Trump, nigga, we didn't have no gas problems. Nigga, under Donald Trump, we didn't have no transportation problems. Nigga, under Donald Trump, we didn't have no shortages. Nigga, under Donald Trump, in the pandemic, nigga, we didn't have no inflation. Huh? I can still talk about Donald Trump successes. Under Donald Trump, crime wasn't as high. Nigga, the border wasn't out of control. Huh? We wasn't short no baby milk. We wasn't scrambling for masks. I can still talk about Donald Trump's success. Tell me about something about Joe Biden's success. I'm waiting. I'm fucking waiting. Right? Now is no debate. Huh? When Donald Trump was all, we wasn't in war. We're in war now. Billions of dollars. That could have been going into the economy is going to Ukraine. You think Donald Trump would have been sending $60 billion to another motherfucking country? Making their military better than ours? Huh. Never.
Now, he ain't too smart because he went up against God. But if you just go from an intellectual perspective, intellectually, he's smart.
Good Lord. I am angry. It's a righteous anger, the same righteous anger that Jesus had when he drove the money changers out of the temple. He didn't hate those people, but he was outraged with a sense of righteous anger. Righteous anger means I'm incensed at what you are doing to someone else, and I'm called to protect.
I'm incensed on what you're doing to somebody else, Joe Biden. He's enraged. Huh? How many times you saw this many pastors talk about a damn politician, talk about the president that's supposedly their race, their religion, huh? And some probably their political party. I didn't say all, some, I said some.
Protect. Woe to me if I don't preach the gospel.
The demon was released so that the stage can be set for the entrance of the Antichrist.
I have to stand up for this. Jesus had to stand up for his Father's dignity, so he wanted a clean house. And I have this righteous anger. I'm just tired of this.
That's the truth. The Antichrist cannot lead the world unless the world trusts and follows him.
Leave this parish. Tempted to say that. Because then I think, where would you go? This is not just this parish that teaches this. This is the Catholic Church, the Holy Catholic Church of God that teaches this. What parish would accept your views? Sadly, you would find one.
It was like, what? Like, I'm accepting your views. What other place is going to accept your murderous ass, demonic ass, homosexual ass views? You will find one, but I can't let you find it. I got to keep you here. You're going to find one because there's plenty of them out there. It's all kind of organizations and right groups and all kind of shit. You're going to find one that's going to teach you to lie. But God told me to keep you here because I want your ass to leave. I want you to leave. You get the fuck out. All these preachers saying you can get the hell out. If you don't like what I can say right now about the Democrats and Joe Biden, you can get the fuck out. You know? That's how mad they is. All of them is willing to lose visitors and fellowship, right? Saying, look, if you don't like the fuck I gotta say about the Democrats, Joe Biden, get the fuck out. And God would agree with me. He will bless me because God is telling me this. I got the Spirit, the Holy Ghost, and He's telling me to get you. Look, if you can stay, but if you believe in that shit, you can get the fuck out, and I don't care.
And that is an indictment against the bishops.
So how do you get the masses to submit to government? Fear. Fear. Scare the bejesus out of them.
Scare the shit out of them. You're going to lose your job. You're going to get your kids took. Your kids can't go to school. You can't go outside. Lock them down. Put it on the face. Take this. Scare the shit out of them. Racism. White supremacy. I mean, they got oppression. Democracy. The Democrats scared the shit out of black people. Every time you turn around, they got some new shit. What? Voter rights? What? Democracy? What? The police? What? Reform? What? What? Recession? What? Gas? Every time black people turn around, they got some other shit to scare them with. What? Trump? What? Conservatives? What? White supremacists? What? Shooting? What? Guns? What? Twitter? What social media? Them motherfuckers got all kind of shit. They're on social media spreading hate. What? Hate speech. What? This motherfucker scared the shit out of people. The Democrats, them motherfuckers know how to preach fear. I don't hear no Republicans like, hey, black, you better be scared of the race. You better be scared of the liberals. You better be scared of the baby killers. I ain't never heard no Republicans tell me that. Hey, black, you know all Democrats was baby killers. I ain't never heard no Republicans say no shit like that. Hey, black, come here. Hey, you know all Democrats worship the devil, right? For real? Yeah, nigga, they all worship the devil. They get to argue, you racist? Well, you baby killer? So, they get an argument. You, they ain't got nothing else to say. What else they gonna say? You racist? That's all. You hate black people. You hate babies. What the fuck? You white cracker motherfucker, you baby killing bitch, you. Where this argument going? What you white bitch? I beat your ass. I beat your motherfucking ass, white bitch. Hold on, wait a minute. First of all, I don't know if you're a man or a woman right now, so can you please tone down with all this transgender shit? I don't want to get in no fight with no man, Daquisha. You look like a little man right now, Daquisha. I'm just a little small little white woman. Let me see your ID to prove you a woman, cause you look like a man to me, Daquisha. Bitch, you got a beard. You know what I'm saying? You got a 5 o'clock shadow, and you want to fight me in the. I don't know, cause you're a liberal. I don't know if you got a dick or not. You know what I'm saying? You may think this is a fair fight because you may really believe you're a woman. Leave me alone, Taquisha. I know your real identity. Your real identity is Tyrone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Go on and go play with your dick somewhere. It will be ugly. It will be ugly. Huh? You're being lied to.
Scare them. If you scare them enough, they'll do whatever you tell them to.
Well, they scared the shit out of me with child support, and I ain't done what they told me to yet. They said, you gonna go up on your child support. I like, nigga, I ain't scared. Go ahead. I ain't got no job. We gonna go double on your child support. Nigga, go triple. Huh? You want to make another bid? You got a quadruple? Nigga, because I go up 5 times, nigga. We can keep on going up. Lock this nigga up. Go ahead. Then I can knock all my child support off. Go ahead and lock me up. I've been wanting this shit anyway. Huh? I owe $1,200. When I get out, I won't owe shit. Go ahead and lock a nigga up. Huh? Do it. Scare the shit out of black people. And white people. Look. The Democrats try to scare the shit out of black people and try to get a black people so much love, they done scared the shit out of the white people. They done gave black people so much love, you know what I'm saying, and tried to scare the black people with fear and scared the shit out of the white people. Now white people going to get guns, they switching from Democrat to Republican, you know what I'm saying, hiring police and shit. They, scared the shit out of the wrong people. You don't scared the shit out of the white people. Like, woo. Now white people are leaving their car doors unlocked and shit, going to parents' conference. The white people are scared as fuck as how the country's ran now. You scared the wrong people with fear. You scared one people with fear, and them motherfuckers got to acting wild, and you got to you didn't know how to control them. They got to robbing white people and shit, and running in stores and breaking shit up, carjacking in broad daylight, stealing baby strollers and shit, going to parties and robbing parties. Them white people like, fuck this. I'm not going out like this one no more, Todd. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna get me a weapon. Them black sons of bitches ain't gonna run back up on me. We got more weapons than we got guns. And now this nigga say, take them away. For what? Nigga, that should be in the motherfucking Build Back Better plan. Nigga, everybody get a Glock. Huh? Build back better. Everybody, that would keep the country safe. Give everybody a Glock in their stimulus. $900 and a 9mm. That would get the country straight. Huh? Because niggas wouldn't be talking crazy. Because niggas know you got a gun too. Huh? Yeah, I'm on parole. Yeah, but I got my motherfucking 9 right here, nigga. Huh? And I got it in the Joe Biden Build Back Better plan. Huh? Yeah, that's how you do it. But you're being lied to. Fear. Huh? Do you know love and fear is the same emotion? It's the exact same thing. People think love and fear is 2 different things, right? But fear and love is 2 of the same emotions, right? People don't understand that, right? Because when you tell somebody, when a woman say, I love you, the first thing she fears, you don't say, I love you back. Then when you say, I love you back, the next thing she fears is you don't mean it, right? And then if you do the things to show her you mean it, the next thing she fear is she gonna lose it, huh? And then now she don't want to lose the love she have. Everything else is gonna be based off of fear of not losing. Huh? She gonna do things. I need to do it because I don't want to lose him. I'm gonna do this because I don't want to lose him. If your kid run out in the street and you finna push him and you push him out of the way, is you pushing him out of the way out of fear or out of love? Both. You pushing him out of the way of fear and love. Huh? So love and fear is the same damn emotion. Right? But this is how the Democrats manipulate fear and love. They use fear, right? And spreading fear because they say they full of love. Right? Spread the fear and come to the love. We love you. They don't. And instead of saying everybody love you, right? And nobody should be fearing nobody, and nobody should be hating nobody. Nobody should be dividing nobody. Everybody should love each other and do that, right? We got to preach fear. If they don't come over here, they not with us. They believe in that, so they not with us. They with Bull Connor and all them motherfuckers. They not with us. That's not bringing nobody. That's separation. That's fear. Because they not with us, I love you. That's why I'm going. That's fear and love. Something the Democrats know very fucking well. And then when you understand fear and love, you also know very fucking well.
Amen. They'll do whatever you say because they are. Guarantee you there'll be another variant that comes up before election time. Truck drivers can't even protest in Canada.
Get mad all you want to. I don't care if you stand, I don't care if you throw tomatoes, praise God. I'm about to throw a microphone up in his house.
They said, we're protesting because we don't believe that the government has the right to make me put something in my body.
The government don't have the right.
I'm to the place right now, if you vote Democrat, I don't even want you around this church. You can get out. You can get out, you demon. You can get out, you baby butchering election thief.
And so what is the government's response? We don't want to hear nothing you got to say. You are spreading misinformation, and now they're locking them up.
They are God-denying demons that butcher babies and hate this nation. They hate this nation.
They hate this nation. These are preachers telling you you're going to hell if you vote Democrat. You're being lied to. You're being deceived. You're being tricked. You're being manipulated. You're going to hell. Right along with them. You better vote Republican. You better change your life over to God and Republicans because they run hand in hand. Conservativeness and godliness. They run hand in hand. These sons of bitch tried to take God out of the Bible. These motherfuckers say, we don't need God in the Bible. What we gonna do? Say the man. What the fuck? They try to take God out of everything. They try to take Merry Christmas. You can't give more. Look, if the devil say it was an election, right, between God and the devil, right, and the devil happened to win the election, right? You think the devil would leave in God we trust on money? You think the devil will say one nation? You think the devil would still have people say one nation under God? Huh? You think the devil will say God's will, with God's gift or God capacity, whatever? You think the devil would have, if he was to win the election and everything was the change? Or would you think he would strip the God stuff down, the statues, take it off the money, right? Take it out the schools, right? And put more of his stuff up in there. Put more homosexuality up in there, right? Take that man step out, put more homosexuality up in there, right? Take God out of this and put more satanic shit in that, right? Bring up, like God say he didn't believe in gay marriage. Well, I do. More gay marriage, right? God say babies are innocent in our life or a gift from God. Well, I don't want no gifts from God. Eliminate the babies, right? Is crime and it's peaceful in America. I don't want it peaceful. I need more violence. I need more corruption. I need more chaos. I need more, more violence, and I need no consequences on the violence. Murder without consequences. Robbery without consequences. Huh? I'm the devil. I won election. It's my way now. So now I want more fear into the world. I want people to be scared to walk down the street. I want people to be scared to go to church. I want people to be scared to know who they is. And matter of fact, I'm not through that there. I want one of half of the world to be divided by race. Not race would be too easy. Because it'll be too much of one side, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to do it through politics and race. I'm just getting started, right? Now God say it's man and a woman. I'm the devil. I say you can be anything you want to be. Damn what he say. Damn what he say. He say you either got to be this or that. I say you can be anything. You don't think God would do that? I mean, the devil would do that? God got to win back the election to get all his names put back on the stuff and get people the loving for to be women again, and for only women to get pregnant, and God would have to win the election again for racism to stop. God would have to win again for people to stop being scared, and people stop committing crimes, and people getting robbed, and all this violence is going on. God would have to get elected again for this to go down. If not, and the devil's elected, it's by his rules. That's the fuck you dealing with now. We had somebody was God-like in office. We didn't have to worry about shit. We're safe. Now we got somebody the devil-like in office, and we in hell right now. You don't think you in hell every time you go to the gas station, to the grocery store, pay that rent, that check come up extra short? You don't think you living in hell? Huh? Hell is not a place where you burn an external hell. Hell is the worst possible outcome of your decisions or your consequences. You can put yourself in hell, or consequences can put you in hell. Right now, you ain't putting yourself in hell. Consequences are putting you in hell. But you're feeling every little bit of it. You're feeling every little bit of hell. So if it's hell on earth, you automatically get to go to heaven. It's a free ticket. But you just got to live your life while you're on earth, because this is a body. You know what I'm saying? You got something in your body that's going to last forever. This is a body. Body get old, body break down. Your mind, you may lose your motherfucking mind. That's a muscle, right? You got to train it. You got to keep it sharp. Anything you don't use, you lose. But if you don't, but you have to understand, like, if you not spiritually connected and you're not connected to God, right? That's something you got to deal with, because you automatically can go back to God, but you gotta be here on earth, and you gotta live life on earth. You came down here, right? It's a spirit. Say you got a spirit in your body, right? That's like a battery, right? And when this body or this shell is used up, the spirit goes on somewhere else. Like, you go to the funeral, the spirit goes on somewhere else. It goes back to its energy, right? So, but the spirit has no way to love, hate, feel, take, whatever the five senses is. The spirit has no way to feel that. So how does it feel that? It goes and get a body, right? And the body comes with a mind. It comes with feet. It comes with all that. That's why you train the mind. Some people are trained racist. Some people are trained this. Some people are trained mentor. Some people are trained dumb. It's all about training your experience here. Because one day you're going to leave, so you better leave. You better do all you can while you can, because one day you're going to leave and you can't get it back. So if you're living on earth, why make it as hard as possible? Or why let somebody make it hard as possible on you? You on borrowed motherfucking time. You want to waste all your time living under government rules and wondering, you know what I'm saying, how you going to make your next dollar, and you live the rest of your motherfucking life stressed out. If you Google how many days you've been on Earth, right? Look, look. I'm finna Google how many days I've been on Earth right now. Look. Google 46 times 365. Hold on. 46 times 365. 16,000 days. 16,790 days. Right? I would have to live another 16,000, which ain't shit, right, to be 90. I'm lucky if I got another 8,000 in me. And I'm 45, 40, going on 46. Right? I'm lucky I got another 8,000. You think I want to live my next motherfucking 8,000 worried about gas, worried about food, worried about rent, worried about niggas? Or you think I want to live my next 8,000 days or whatever, how many I got on Earth that's borrowed, living life of happiness and what God meant for you to come on Earth and live as a loving being, a human being. Somebody gives, somebody receives, somebody helps, somebody, you know what I'm saying? You come on this life for an experience. You didn't come on this motherfucking Earth to stress. Spend your next motherfucking 10 years worried about your life. Next thing you know, your ass gonna be dead too. And life is gone. You're looking at RJ, man.
The rest of you, get out!
And so what is the government's response? We don't want to hear nothing you got to say.
I'm sick of it. They want to talk about the insurrection.
He finna get mad. Look at it. He like, Everybody talking about insurrection. Watch what he said about God. YouTube. He talking about God soldiers. He's not talking about no damn the M word. He's talking about God soldiers right here. I don't want you to be on here talking like, oh, this nigga on here starting the insurrection. No, this nigga on here talking about the Lord, right? In a very serious way. If lucky his ass wasn't there on the date.
Let me tell you something. You ain't seen the insurrection yet.
Wait. We got to cut that out. We got to pause that and say something in between just in case they try to get the whole thing. YouTube like, what? They'll ban me, but they won't ban his ass for saying it's a race thing because I'm black. YouTube will ban me because I'm black, he white. I got to pull a race card on somebody, but that's enough time. Here we go.
You keep on pushing our buttons, you low-down sorry compromisers. You God-hating communist America. You'll find out what an insurrection is.
We can't say that. He said, what he call them? He called them. Is that cussing nigga out in is that cussing a nigga out in religion and gospel? He called them a This nigga said
Let me tell you something.
This nigga threatening people. This nigga in church threatening people. He letting you know if you vote Democrat, you going to hell. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right fucking now. You low down dirty dog.
You ain't seen the insurrection yet.
Wait a minute. We gotta pause that. Let me tell you something. You ain't saw one yet. Oh, man. YouTube. This is not me. Claim, what'd you call that shit? A disclaimer. This is not me talking. This nigga.
You keep on pushing our buttons, you low-down sorry compromisers. You God-hating communist America. You'll find out what an insurrection is.
You think you God-hating communist? Nigga call you a God-hating communist. That's the lowest of the low. You a God-hating communist. That means you ain't shit in the house of the Lord. This nigga dissing the Democratic Party. You low down. You lucky he can't cuss up in that motherfucker. You low down dirty communist. That nigga hate the Democrats. People starting to hate the Democrats.
Because we ain't playing your garbage. We ain't playing your mess. My Bible says that the church of the living God is an institution that the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. And the Bible says that we'll take it by force. That's what the Bible says.
Well, don't say that shit on YouTube or you gonna get your ass flagged. Nigga, don't say that on YouTube. The YouTube don't go with the Bible. YouTube don't go by Bible. They don't have no Bible. They don't got no Bible filter on YouTube. They don't think you talking about the Capitol. We will take it. Whoa, wait a minute, nigga. Don't put insurrection and take it and force in the same sentence. Nigga, they automatically think of that. Nigga, automatically send a flag up. You don't put that shit on my channel. We will take it by force. This nigga's not playing. I don't go to this nigga church one day.
That's the wrong kingdom in charge.
The wrong kingdom in charge. Oh, I hope y'all got y'all souls cleansed tonight. I hope y'all got y'all souls cleansed tonight, right? And if you're a liberal, please don't vote Democrat. You are going to hell. I'm on here trying to save your soul. I'm doing the best I can to save your soul. You are going to hell. That nigga, he say, you low life communist. I'm telling you, I have never saw this many men of God mad at one person. I have never saw this many men of God talk about one party. And I told you, I just found these videos in less than 5 hours. I'm pretty sure because it was at least 7 different ones, 7 different pastors. It's starting to be a division in the church because of Joe Biden. He's not just dividing race, he's dividing religion. How bad is that? You could look, think about this. For the last week, I have been doing different topics on the Democrats every day. That is bad when you can come up with something serious that a Democrat done every single day and have a history. Some of my clips from a year, 2 years, 3 years, but I always have updated clips to let people know it's a history of what this person been doing. Right? Like the reason I brought up Joe Biden old clips from his old presidential debates, because it's a history of him lying, right? And you get all the shit he just talking about right now, you just go like, okay, this has been his stance. No, he has a history of this shit. So all you got to do is take the words that the niggas say now, take all the lies he say right now, and then go search for the truth. You got to back search on Joe Biden, right? You know that's a lie, and you follow the lie, and it's like, you know, like a scaffold or something that's fall down, you know, boom, 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 levels and shit, boom, 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 boom. You knock it down, lie, 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 right? And it get lighter. Then you get to the bottom of the stack, truth, right? You can't put truth and then go lie over here. Okay, go lie, he go lie, he go lie. No. He go lie. He go the truth. He go lie. Another lie. The lies get smaller, right? Until you get to the truth. And then you can discover the truth. If you try to do it the other way around, you'll be fucked. Like they say, follow the money, follow the lies. Simple. Follow the motherfucking lies. You can come up with a different. I can do a whole video on any Democrat tomorrow. I can do a video on Maxine Waters. I can do a video on Al Sharpton. Right? I can do a whole video on them tomorrow and find some corruption. I guarantee it. I will pull some shit on Al Sharpton tomorrow. Some racist shit. I haven't been watching Al Sharpton, but I can find some racist shit on Al Sharpton, right? And just go back and start finding the truth. Maxine Waters the same way. Michelle Obama the same way. Hillary Clinton, any Democrat, Barack Obama, just find the lies and go back and find the truth. Simple. But anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow. I probably done. My birthday is Wednesday. I probably start turning up Monday or something. I don't know. But I probably will see y'all. Or I'll probably do a street show or something like that. But I will try to do something if I find a damn cameraman. But I'll see y'all later. I gotta go. I'm out this bitch. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the show and you cleanse your soul. And you love Jesus. I'm out this bitch. Thank everybody for the donations. You are the reason, you know what I'm saying, this show is going. Who we got here? We got, let me see all these donations right here. We got James up in there. We got RJ up in there. We got Vanessa up in there. We got Vanessa up in there. We got Vanessa twice up in there. Damn, Vanessa, good looking out, Vanessa. RJ up in there twice. We got RJ up in there twice. Good looking out, RJ. Coming through. Y'all the reason that the show is going to be tomorrow. I guess I got to do a show tomorrow. Vanessa gave me 2 donations. Good looking out, Vanessa. I guess I got to do a show tomorrow for Vanessa for looking out. I'm out.